shot. Chef Randy Feltis, it's Tuesday. We're going to bring you life hacks. This time, how to make that brekkie super quick and easy. And we've got so many food groups covered. You're not going to believe your eyes. First up, have you ever heard of this, Nick? The espresso steamed egg.
No.
Me neither.
I mean, do you put an egg in a dishwasher? What's going on here?
You know what we do? We put an egg in a coffee cup. Pretty simple, right? Break it up, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a touch of butter. Then, all we do, you ready for this?
Okay, so you
wait for the espresso machine.
Salt, pepper, butter.
Salt, pepper, butter. And you got to think that an egg white coagulates at like 58 degrees and egg yolk is like 65 degrees.
Okay.
But the steam comes out at 120. And so everyone has these machines at home and they make their espresso every morning, right? And then, so what they do is they're making their espresso, but they don't really foam their milk. So you can now make your espresso and...
Come on.
Really? You ready for this?
Are you scrambling it?
So it's scrambling right now. As the steam goes in, it cooks the egg.
This is crazy. Nick, do you have a big breakfast in the morning? Do you have a big breakfast?
No, I don't. I don't have time.
Really?
Now keep in mind,
might have time for
there might be a little bit of excess water in there, right? Just because you're steaming it, and then out it comes.
You lie, Randy.
What? You know, finished off some salt and pepper, a little bit of parsley.
I was gonna say,
there you go. You got espresso and scrambled eggs.
Yeah, that's brilliant. You could throw other stuff in there maybe if you want. Can you?
Goat cheese.
Goat cheese.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. You can get fancy.
Up
All you gotta
next,
do is
guys.
just clean the mug now.
Exactly. It's a latte. It's fine.
No cook oatmeal.
No cook, no oatmeal. Okay, so I've never been a fan of the heating up the kettle in the morning and getting it hot in the hot cereal. It doesn't do it for me. My wife loves oatmeal, so what I do for her to show her that I love her, I just take the oatmeal right in the package, open it up, and nothing says love like planning, right?
Aww.
So you open it up, you throw it into a jar.
The mason jar.
Right, and then you got to get those seeds that everyone knows you should eat, but nobody really knows why. We get the chia, the hemp, and the flax.
Yep,
right?
all good for you.
Chuck it in, right?
Maple
You know, you want to make her a
syrup.
little bit sweeter, so we go with the syrup.
Yeah.
Right, sweeten it up. A touch of milk.
Yeah. You do
Just
this the
let
night
this
before?
soak. Let this soak overnight, and then you've already planned your day the next morning. So when she wakes up, you're like, hey, baby, look how much I love you. I got your breakfast ready yesterday.
You're a hero.
Right? A little bit of cinnamon, toss that in, and then you'd always top it off with berries the next morning.
You know what? That's great for kids, too.
It's all good until I steam it, right?
Don't steam that.
Don't steam it now.
How about this? The yogurt popsicle.
Okay, all right. So we all have yogurt at home. We all buy way too much yogurt because we think we're going to be healthier than we actually are. So when it gets close to being expired, or maybe you bought it on sale or whatever might happen, what you got to do is you take your yogurt, you open it up, and these are perfect packages because they're always a little bit shy on the yogurt.
Okay.
Stir it up. I mean, you could add some syrup and sweeten it up a little bit.
So you're saying before it's past due, this will preserve it, like before
This
the
will
expiry
preserve
date.
it. Or you know what, even if you want to muck about with the kids and you want to give them something healthy as a treat instead of like the sugary popsicles,
Yeah.
a little pistachio, a little bit of berries.
That looks good already.
Push it back in. The secret is not to open the cup completely, and then where are we going to go?
You stick.
Little fork. You ready for this?
Oh yeah.
Don't be that
Put it
forceful.
in the freezer.
It's first thing in the morning. Put it in the freezer, right?
Hold on,
You ready? Okay. You know, sometimes it takes a bit of muscle. Then you ready for the next day? You got to.
Oh, that's the. Oh, come on. Yes, Randy Feltis.
Man, see?
Get a little popsicle.
Great.
Oh my gosh.
Now the kids have something healthy.
Up next, the peanut butter, the peanuts croissant dog.
Okay,
Croissant dog.
everyone's been down with the peanut butter toast. Absolutely delicious. Who's not, who doesn't have a problem with that? The problem is when you're eating it, sometimes it gets a little messy and sometimes, it gets on your shirt. Well, what we've done today is we've made a croissant. We married it up with some peanut butter, of course, because that's delicious. Elvis would be so proud.
Oh my
Does a
gosh.
banana not fit totally in there? And then look at this. That is so clean and neat, you could actually put that in your pocket.
It's like it's smiling at you already. That's beautiful.
And then you get a perfect amount of peanut butter, banana, and croissant per bite.
It's beautiful. Up next, monthly smoothie prep. It's all in the prep. Is it good?
Oh, yeah.
It's good enough for
Breakfast
Elvis.
of champions right here. Okay, we're all about the smoothies and the Vitamixes nowadays. I'm all about the greenness. So when I go grocery shopping, I try to buy anything green because I feel like it's healthier for me. Honeydews always come like per piece. They don't actually count them per pound. So you want to buy the biggest one possible.
Okay.
But this would make like, 14 smoothies. So what you do is you do your prep in the kitchen. We call it the one-step process.
So it's these Ziploc bags. So I see you have kale, you have ginger, you have honeydew. Is there anything else I'm missing in there, Chef?
Avocado.
Avocado.
Cucumber.
Avocados.
And then you know what? Any aromatics you have, if you've got in the summertime, you've got the basil and the mint. And give that a go.
Smells really good.
Right?
So you're saying you prep the bags, like you freeze these? No.
All week long. You can freeze them if you make more than, say, 10 or 12, right? And you can freeze them and then pull them out the day before you need them, throw them in here, bing bong, 30 seconds later you're good to go.
Bing bong bong bing.
Ooh, right?
Okay, up next.
Where's the spice coming
Oh
from?
my gosh.
Ginger.
Kipper,
right?
this one's for you. Ready? The supermodel coffee.
Okay.
I don't know why that's for you, but he's a little
All right.
superhero.
Supermodel coffee. Here's the last hack. So basically, you take your Nespresso pods.
Delicious.
You know that you're making your espresso with your scrambled eggs.
Careful with the knife.
Yeah, it's first thing in the morning. We'll be okay. And then you take that and you just put it into a bowl, right? Use coffee grinds. And all you're going to add now is a little bit of fat.
Oh,
believe it
thank
or
you.
not.
That's the used coffee grind. So once
Used
you're
coffee
the
grinds.
used, okay.
And you're gonna mix this up. Now, this
Olive
is
oil?
like olive oil, so a bit of fat, and just make a paste. Now, this is very, very. You gotta be careful with this one because this is basically a warrior for cellulite. But you don't want to go to your wife and say, "Baby, I found something for yourself."
Yeah,
don't
what are
do
you
that.
implying? Honey, I made
think
this
you
for
gotta
you.
apply it to yourself, and when she asks, you be like, "This is what's going on," and then luckily she might say, "Hey, will you rub that on my bum?" you want to have her come to you. You can't go to her. So then, next thing you know, you're using used coffee grinds.
Yeah.
You get to rub it on your wife's bum.
Hold on.
It's the start of a beautiful day.
You rub it in the bum, but then how long does it stay there for?
Yeah, you want to wash it off, Dina, after a little bit, right? But what this does, yeah, it smells nice. You can keep it on as long as you want.
Yeah.
But what this does is it reacts to the skin and it gets everything moving, and it gets
So
rid
like
of
how
the
long do we
cellulite.
leave it on there for? This
No,
is
I'm
interesting.
joking. Like maybe
no, seriously.
maybe half an hour.
Half
like
an
a nice
hour.
massage
You
with
gotta
coffee
lay there.
grinds.
Okay, you're massaging.
Yeah.
This is getting interesting.
Wow.
I see now why you made the oatmeal in advance.
See?
Because then you want to get that's a
It
finish.
was one
right
big
there.
setup to where the ultimate goal.
To rubbing the bum with the caffeinated grind.
You know, some they're gonna need a lot more than that, right?
Wow. Wow. Where's the dog?
You might want to drink some extra coffee. I don't know. Whatever you
Keep
need.
drinking
right?
your smoothie, quick. Don't let him talk anymore. For more information, if you want to visit one of his 7 restaurants, check it out at Chef Randy F on Twitter. You've got like 6 pizza joints. You've got a farmhouse resto. Entrepreneur.
All right.
Oh my gosh. BreakfastTelevision.ca for more. We'll be back with more BT. I think your wife's calling right after this.